wanted to get it right. Trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right?
Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video we are on part 5 of the bedroom overhaul. The focus of today's video is going to be finishing off this wardrobe here behind me and finishing off the far wardrobe. In the last video that we were working in these areas, I had shoes to go through. In that one over there we have stationery, cardigans that need to be moved over here. There's a whole other pile of stuff that we're going to have to get done today, and I will go through it as the video goes on. If you haven't been on my channel before, I'd like to welcome you, and we're delighted to have you here. And if you've been here before and you're one of my regular viewers, welcome back. I am delighted to see you again. If you are interested in decluttering, cleaning, organisation kind of stuff, I would suggest that you hit the subscribe button down below and ring the bell, select all, and you'll be notified every time a video goes live on my channel. If you enjoy today's video, I really hope you will consider giving it a like, because that really helps me out. So I'm going to focus on these two wardrobes today. We may move on to the bookcase here, the bookshelves here beside me, we may not. I'm going to do my best to get through as much as I can today and get through as much as I can and packed into this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and without further ado, let's get started. So a big purpose of today's video was to finish off the jobs I didn't get done. So in previous videos I went through all my clothes and this side of the wardrobe, but I didn't get up to the top there. You can see the area where I'm dusting and go through all those bags of stuff. And you'll also see my shoes there, and they will be coming up later in the video, but all those bags are just stuff, like it's just collections of stuff. I probably got 80%, 90% of it done, and then had a few bits left, didn't know where to put them, and then threw them into a bag and said, oh, I'll look at them later, and then never got back to them. So you can see the blue bag I've just picked up there. I thought that was full of first aid supplies because I never actually went through it, but it wasn't. It was a mishmash of stationery. There's some face masks in it. There was loads of stuff in it. So you can see the black bag I'm using there. I was going through like first aid supplies and stuff like that. And the same with the box there. But kind of I'm using the different bags here to categorise the stuff into different sections. Huge amount of it was stationery. A huge amount of it was, as I said, the first aid supplies. But there was like cables and USB keys, memory cards. There was like a load of lighters and stuff. There was an awful lot of different items here that I needed to go through, and a really big part of this project and a really big goal I've made for myself this year is to stop shoving stuff in bags to deal with later, because I never get back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that later, it's fine. And I think at the time when I say it, I kind of believe it, but when it actually comes down to it, it never gets done. And then the top of that wardrobe there ended up being filled with a pile of bags. Now you can probably see the two blue bags there on the floor. They're just my socks. That's just how they were brought from upstairs. But you can see here me pulling out bags from the far wardrobe, and that's the kind of thing. The start of the video got a little bit scattered, and this video is better, but it's more scattered. But you can see there I pulled out that navy bag that's full of electronics. So the clear bag there is like nail stuff, the closest one with the sponges in it. Then there's like the little kind of more shiny bags. One of them had medication in them, one of them had like plasters and stuff, so I had to take them out to put away the stuff that I'd found so I could categorize it correctly into where it was meant to go. But that ended up with me getting onto the far wardrobe and things getting a little bit chaotic. So kind of what I decided was, once I started taking stuff out of that wardrobe to categorize what I found in the blue bag, I decided that apart from those bags I wasn't going to take out anymore, because as you can see, the bed is getting quite chaotic. There's a lot of stuff on it. I didn't want to get lost in all the stuff on it. Now, me taking on big decluttering projects generally doesn't bother me like at all in the slightest, because I enjoy it. I find it quite satisfying, quite gratifying to do it. But also, I only have a limited amount of time in a day to get stuff done. And this has been kind of quite a busy week for me. So I didn't have the usual amount of time I did to film this week. So I did get part of that second wardrobe done with those bags and stuff. But the rest of that will be in next week's video, because I want to be honest with you guys and tell you I just didn't have time. And to be honest, I also didn't have the energy to get it done, because as I said, I had an incredibly busy week this week. So as you can see here, it's in case you're wondering why I'm taking so long here. Initially I made the decision to keep all those pens. You see me there kind of throwing them all in, but then, you know, I kind of decided I'm keeping all these pens and biros, and you can see now I'm starting to go through them to actually see, and you'll see at the end how much is left, or how much I got rid of. But I was actually shocked by the amount of stuff I had that was like dried out, gone off, not working. But yeah, you'll see that more at the end. I do show my declutter pile at the end, but kind of, it was super interesting to me to go through all of the stuff that I had, all these like bags. I'm literally like the crazy bag lady, and I have no desire to be the crazy bag lady anymore. But yeah, I also spoke to my dad about it, and he told me that I was like, is it just me keeping stuff in bags? And he's like, no, my mum used to do it as well. So that's probably where I picked it up from. But yeah, so I have these two lovely kind of, well, I think they're nice anyway, the kind of beigey boxes there on the bed. I got them with some handbags that I got. I think they were Christmas gift boxes, or I got them in the January sales, I don't know. But anyway, they're quite sturdy boxes and they're good size, so I decided to hold on to them for storage because I like them. They're nice and neat, but they're good kind of capacity of box as well. And another reason I kept those boxes is because I did set a challenge for myself this year to be kind of no spend. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to spend money. You can't not spend money in life. But to try not to buy stuff that is not necessary. And not even just necessary, but absolutely essential. It's part of the reason I did this bedroom overhaul series, because as we discovered going through all the cosmetic products, the clothes, I have a lot of stuff that's perfectly good. And I just don't even know I had it. I know I got really frustrated when I pulled out my hair bin, basket, whatever you want to call it, to discover that, you know, I had 3 sets of shampoo, and I'm like constantly buying shampoo and getting annoyed. And, you know, I ran out of shampoo once, one day, and I literally had a tiny little bit of shampoo to wash my hair, like not enough, and I was really frustrated. Then I went in the freezing cold out, you know, that day down to buy more shampoo, and it wasn't, I usually get on special offer, but the place where I go, it wasn't even on special offer, and it was quite expensive, and I was annoyed and whatever. And then I was super annoyed to discover that I had 3 packs, or like 3 sets of shampoo in the wardrobe. So that's something I'm really trying to focus on. That's something I'm trying to focus on this year, is focusing more on that and getting what I need and keeping what I need and not buying in excess and wasting money. So as mentioned, I don't want to keep everything in bags, and many of you may think, well then why are you putting everything in bags? Which is a fair and excellent point. However, I'm only using these bags to sort. You can even see there, like, I found a deck of cards, and I was like, oh, I can just throw them in a bag, but like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go through them and make sure we have a full deck of cards. So that little blue bag there, you'll see the plastic bag, is the only stuff that I need to find a home for. Really, I think that's left. So the pink bag, you can see the wool on top. That's going to stay together because it's wool. It's huge wool. I was making some chunky knit blankets there in there, and that's perfectly fine in there because that's not going to be a permanent place once the blankets are finished. They're obviously not going to be stored in the bag. Those boxes, the games you can see on the bed, have been moved downstairs. And then that little blue bag is, I got pins a couple of years, like a good few years ago now, in Disney. And to be honest, I didn't know what they were. I just thought they were cute. But I found out that people collect them, so I'm going to hold on to them for the moment. There's a friend of mine who actually is the one who told me about the collecting Disney pins. So, and they've been collecting them for several years, so I'm going to see if they want them, and, you know, or if they can make any use of them. So the only bags I will be keeping for 100% definite is, you'll see the clear plastic bags there, and that's for my nail stuff. So there's not much in it, like you can see the bowl in, and that's for doing manicures and stuff. But I like the size of that bag because some of my nail stuff is like bulkier items, like the bowl for doing manicure. So I'm gonna keep that bag because that's a makeup bag. It's functional, it makes sense. And then the navy bag that I have my electronics in does me fine for now. I may in the future make a better setup in like the case that I may try and find all the different cables throughout like the house. I'm sure we've loads more cables, but until then, and find one central storage. But for now, that suits me fine. This pink bag here is where my swimming stuff goes. You can see there's togs, there's wraps, there's that kind of stuff. And then you'll see later on I put another couple items I found, like swimming hats or whatever, and they went in there. But I'm happier in the bag for now. There's no room for them in the chest of drawers. They are seasonal, and there really isn't many of them. But I may relocate them later, but for now they're going to stay in that bag. And then aside from that, I have my camera bag. There is the black bag right in front there, of the right closest to us there. That's my camera bag. Like, I don't know what else I can do with a camera bag, guys, but have it as a bag. But yeah, that was specifically bought for a purpose, like, so I don't mind using that. But the whole point as well of this, as I mentioned in previous videos, is to basically make this room as kind of clean cut, organised, decluttered as possible, so that when I'm getting the renovations done, I can pack everything up and I can get it out really quickly, and I can get it back in really quickly, and it doesn't have to be this like huge ordeal. Because I really, you know what I mean, it's going to be stressful enough getting the room done, and I don't want to add stress to that. So yeah, and you can see, for any of you keen-eyed viewers, you will see the red box on my KALLAX unit there. That is in fact the declutter box from the clothing, and I do have to empty that. So kind of in the next couple of videos on the channel, I want to focus on finishing off the jobs I didn't get done. One of the big focuses of this video was to get that left-hand wardrobe finished, and I did complete that. I did more in the right-hand wardrobe, but it's not finished yet. So I want to finish that. I want to go through the KALLAX, I want to go through all the different furniture, and I want to go through the bookshelf. And after actually a suggestion I got made in the comments on the last video, where someone suggested to me about getting the wardrobe or the bookshelves adjusted, might be a suggestion. And I thought that was an amazing idea. I didn't even know that that was something you could, you could do. So, because the wardrobes are absolutely huge and they're built into the wall, so it's like, it's not like I can just move them. But yeah, so that's something I'm going to look into, and I'm going to contact the carpenter. I've left an inquiry of the guy who put them in, about that, so I'm waiting to hear back from that. But that was an amazing suggestion that I got last week, so I was really appreciative of that. But yeah, so I think, guys, I have yapped enough. A lot of what I'm going to be doing now for the next couple of minutes is just trying to clear off the amount of stuff on this bed. You'll see me on my phone there. Yeah, I found a book token for €20 that I don't even remember receiving, and it's still full. I never used it. So that was a really, really nice find. I'm really happy with that, because there's literally a couple of books I wanted to buy at the moment, but I have my no spend challenge, so I'm not spending any money. But now I have my voucher, so that won't actually cost me any money, so that's something I can use that I'm really happy about. But yeah, so basically you're just going to see me going through all these different bags, categorizing stuff, pulling out loads of bits, trying to find homes for everything. And I have a new rule as well for my room. Number one, stuff's not going to be stored in bags I previously mentioned, but also, if at the end of going through all these bags and going through this whole room, I'm going to have either a bag or one of those red boxes, and it's going to be, as I go through my declutters, my organisation, my cleaning, my tidying, whatever, I'll keep that box to the side, and then I will put stuff in that, or I'll use the top of my KALLAX unit. And if by the end of my room declutter, I don't have a specified particular home where that thing is going to live, I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to be really strict about that. No excuses, no exceptions. It doesn't matter how much it costs. It doesn't matter what it's for. If I cannot find a home for it, then I don't need it and it needs to go. So I think that's a pretty good motivator, because as well, if I really want to keep something, I have to create a home for it. So another thing I want to do in the next few days is to buy some small plastic bins, a small plastic box like the ones in my desk drawer. If you watched my desk video in the past, organisation, stuff like that. Now I won't be going to IKEA because it's not a hugely long journey, but it's just, I'm not going to, it's going to cost me a lot of petrol, and again, no spend challenge. So what I'm going to try and do is, I have another gift voucher for, it's one of those multi-store gift vouchers. So I'm going to see if the shop that I want to go to takes that. and then I'm going to go and pick up some organisers for my locker, because my locker, guys, is like three big deep drawers, and I just fire stuff into them, like literally. And then when I go to find something, I can't find anything in them. So for me as well, if I do have to pay and purchase that, yes, I'm doing no spend unless it's absolutely essential. But the thing is I don't have any other bins or baskets to use in those drawers. So that's why I would have to purchase them. You can see there me taking the wool out of the bag. I have one in progress, and that's another one for a gift. But yeah, so I might get them. So we'll see. Obviously, I'm going to set my budget at €5. Like, literally no more than €5. If it's more than €5, I'm not getting it. Those organised. I think if I go to Deals, they have twin packs of the little basket organisers for, I think they're €150, but I'll have to look into that. Anyway, if they are €150 and they are under €5, you'll probably see them in an upcoming video. Anyway, guys, we've been here. We've been chatting. We've had the lols. We've had the chats. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the video, as I've already said 44,000 times. I'm going to keep decluttering, as you can see me on screen. And also, I have a suggestion, guys. I'm thinking of doing, it was suggested made to be one of my best friends, I think it's a great idea, is that I start doing a weekly live on maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of a midweek one. Because at the moment, yeah, I create one video a week. But to be honest, I'm not experienced enough yet to do 2 videos a week. I'm still working out time management and stuff like that, and, you know, just allowing me enough time to edit and whatever. So an alternative to that would be to do a community live during the week. One, it'll be... Okay, sorry about that. I was getting my watch decided to say hello there. But yeah, so a community live chat, like an actual YouTube live during the week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. I was thinking of maybe doing that around 6 p.m. GMT, so that'll be around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It'll be around, I want to say, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So working off those 3 time zones, if you guys figure out your local time zone, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, or drop me a message on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to let you guys enjoy this video. We get through a lot of items, a lot of stuff. If you see me at my iPad there, I'm just watching a TV show on it. I just found the process went a lot easier when I watched that. It actually made the process a lot better for me. And yeah, so anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. I'll probably check in again in a little few minutes. But I really hope you guys enjoy the content and find it super satisfying and motivating.
Stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Used to do. No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the Can you feel
pen over there. No, sorry, I didn't make a review. Come here. Over here, please. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. You're Mr. Baby? Mr. Tricky Baby Honey? Yes. Yes. So just on this section here, you'll see me holding the USB keys and SD cards. I found a good few of them, and there's a couple of hard drives there as well that I want to go through. But basically I went through all of them on my computer to see what was on them. Some of them wouldn't even read. Whatever did read, I wiped and put into electrical recycling because they're actually very old SD cards and USBs, and they're just incredibly slow. And like, you know, 256 megs for you non-techie people who don't know what I'm talking about. It's incredibly small capacity and they're pretty much useless. So they're gone into recycling there, and they've been wiped, erased. They're all erased, and then anything I can reuse I will. And I think there's one SD card there that my computer wouldn't read, so I'm going to try it on the computer downstairs. So my dad has his own computer, office computer, and that's a Windows desktop. So what it could be is that the card was formatted to Windows, which is why my Mac won't read it. But yeah, so those hard drives on the bed there, they'll be gone through, and I'll check what's on them. And if there's anything that I need, I'll take off. And then after that, I'll properly erase them and recycle them as well, because there's 3 there. I think there are a few more on my bookshelf as well. But yeah, I'm never going to reuse those hard drives. And they're old hard drives that are really slow. But yeah, just want to let you guys know what I was just doing there in case you were wondering why that stuff was being thrown out as well. I did actually go through it.
We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me, but when there's complications you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem you become like a wall, and every time I trip it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Understanding you're such a sensitive guy. When your friends are hurting, you make sure to stick around. But when it comes to me, you don't wanna know. Yeah, every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. When I'm feeling down, you're just not there, making sure I'm okay. Why don't you help me the way I help you? Help me the way I help you. Oh yeah, the way I help you. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute. Yeah.
So I got rid of a few bags there, and just these canvas bags here I'm just going to take and put them into my car, because I have like plastic and stuff in my car. You probably guys, if you've seen my previous videos before Christmas there, I did a huge declutter of the shopping bags, but I'd prefer to move to like canvas and stuff and really move away from plastic just to be a lot more sustainable. So they're going in there. And if you saw the red bag inside, that's actually a waterproof cover for one of my North Face travel bag that's up in the attic. So I'll have to put that up there with them. But yeah, I'm going to try and move more to canvas bags. I have the bigger, still kind of reusable plastic bags, because the canvas bags I've only been able to find in small sizes. But I just find they last much better.
It's electric when you kiss me. Never felt this way before. We're magnetic, wanna stay here, closer than close. Up in the clouds, I can see the whole world now. Breathtaking wild, can't believe my eyes. Up in the sky, I can see the whole world tonight. 'Cause you make me feel like I wanna get lost in your paradise. You make me believe it's real, it's high up above from the ground.
So guys, this is my declutter pile-ish. What I'm going to suggest as a tip to learn from me is to have your declutter pile, your bins and everything, bags, etc. ready before you start, or you're going to be left with a massive pile like this on the floor that you then have to go through and sort again, which is annoying because all this stuff was already sorted, but I'm getting rid of it, so I threw it on the floor. But because I didn't have my bins ready, my bag for decluttering, my bag for donation, etc., it's now a big huge mess, and I've spent ages on the floor. And I put a box of, and by put I mean through, a box of staples on the floor, but unfortunately the box did not hold, and there's now loose staples all over my floor. which you're going to see me picking up now in a minute. So I had to make sure neither myself nor Max nor anybody else in the house hurt themselves on my floor with open staples, which would be super annoying and quite sore. But yeah, so as they say, guys, preparation will save you a lot of time in the beginning. So if you're going to declutter, get your boxes or your bags ready ahead of time, and it will save you so much time and all of this extra work doing the same job a second time at the end after you've spent like a long time decluttering. As the saying goes, guys, a wise person learns from their mistake, but a wiser person learns from other people's. So please, save yourself a lot of time and energy and learn from my mistakes. Okay guys, so we're at the end of day one today, and what we're getting rid of is these two boxes here. This is electro recycling, this is cosmetics, this is a bit from our last video here. That there is black waste, and I will actually, that bottle should be in here. I've emptied that out and recycle it. This is recycling. These are all the shoes I'm decluttering. They're either have holes in the soles or the back of the heels is ripped. So I'm decluttering all these. And then this red bag here, the camera bag that unfortunately has fallen over, and the shoe stand on top are going to donations. So I'm really happy with day one and what I've gotten achieved today. It might not look like a lot here, maybe it does, I don't know. For context of the pile, guys, there's my shoe, because it looks kind of small on the camera here, but yeah, so I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of shoes I'm letting go of. These are all the stuff from the bags and stuff split into these two bins, recycling and general waste. That's where I was trying all the pens to see what worked and what didn't. And again, it was annoying. A lot of stuff I kept, thought was fine. It, you know, dried out and stuff. So, but I'm really happy with what I achieved today. I am going to keep these two bins here in the room. I'm going to empty these ones tonight and take all this stuff out, donations, and that'll go into the normal bin, because those shoes are like, all the soles are damaged, they're gone. Like, I wear shoes until there's nothing left in them. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out, what I got through today, and that was only from the little small bags that were either in the two wardrobes of the box. So I'm really glad now that everything's far more organised. All of the bags are gone. The only thing that's still in a bag is either the bag of bags just on the edge there at the bed, you can see there, and I'm actually going to put them in my car as my now shopping bags, so they'll be gone. And the only thing that's in the bag then is my wool for making my blanket, my chunky knit blanket. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm really happy with today's progress, really happy with how everything turned out, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it and got some good decluttering, organisation and motivation from this. Okay guys, so this is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching today, and I hope you picked up some valuable motivation and for cleaning, decluttering and organisation. So I'm really happy and really proud of what we achieved today. I couldn't actually believe the amount of stuff that I found that I don't even remember keeping, first of all, and second of all, I don't know why I kept it and why I thought it was so important. There's a few bits I will get rid of very soon, I would imagine. But I don't want to throw them away. Like, I have a Nintendo DS there. I have another Nintendo somewhere else. So I'd like to pass them on to maybe somebody who collects, you know, older consoles and stuff. I think they'd really enjoy that. Also, the two consoles still work, and I do play the games occasionally, but now I have the Switch, so I'm going to see how many of those games are available on the Switch, because they are doing back-rolled. Like, you can get the old games now on the Switch, so it means that somebody else gets the joy out of that console and doesn't get just thrown away into a recycling centre. But yeah, got rid of a lot of stuff today. Really surprised by how much stuff I had in the bags, and really didn't know how much like waste it would create. Now obviously I'd say probably 80% of this will go into recycling. So like I have the recycling bin, or the black bin, that I threw a lot of stuff into, like pens and all that kind of stuff. What I'll do with them is I'll take the ink out of them, throw that in the black bin, and put the plastic into the recycling bin as well. I forgot to add that, so that will probably cut that down in half. But I'd say 80% of what I've done today is going to plastic recycling, electrical recycling, or the aerosol recycling. We have aerosol recycling here, or clothes donations and fabric donations and stuff like that, because I'm going to look up and see with the shoes, rather than throwing them in the bin, if the clothes recycling place takes shoes, because they don't, it's not redonation. We have redonation bins here to donate them to charity, but we also have textile recycling, so you know, reusing the fabric and stuff. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can get that done as well. Nice good bag of donations. I was being a little bit towards the end there, at the start there, holding on to a lot of bags and that kind of stuff, and I just didn't need them. So I'm glad I changed my mind and donated them and have them in the donation pile. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and the rest of the room is going to be done. I'm hoping it'll be no more than 2 more videos. I'd say it'll be 2 more videos. It might be 1 more video, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I hope you're having a great rest of your Friday, a great weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. And I will talk to y'all soon. Okay, love y'all. Bye.